Give me a thumbs up.
And make sure it's the thumb.
All three of them's going? Take it away, sir.
Well, we are glad some of those 125,000 miles a year brought you back to Pontiac. Please welcome back Goldwing.
I wandered down a country road not many weeks ago. I was looking for a friendly face, one that I might know. I searched the whole countryside where I was born and raised. I guess they've all moved away to live in another place. Oh, I'd like to go back to my old country home, walk down them old dusty roads. Well, I wish I could find some old friend of mine. We'd talk about the days of long ago. I let my memory take me to a time so long ago. I closed my eyes and I could see all the folks I used to know. I listened as the fiddle played a tune called a cool pen. It seemed for just a little while I was back home again. Oh, I'd like to go back to my old country home, walk down them old dusty roads. Well, I wish I could find some old friend of mine. We'd talk about the days of long ago. I'd like to go back to my old country home, walk down the old dusty road. I wish I could find some old friend of mine. We'd talk about the days of long ago. I wish I could find some old friend of mine. We'd talk about the days of long ago.
Everybody happy, let me hear an amen. Buddy, we got a barn full of people here today.
Well, you got to stretch your neck way over here just to see them over here and then way over here. It's good to be with y'all. How many of y'all have never seen Goldwing Express? Raise your hands way up high where we can get a good look at you.
That's the reason they're here, buddy. They've never seen us.
We're all one family. Hang on to your seats. It's nonstop. And thank y'all for coming out here today. It's a beautiful day outside, and it's really nice in here. Here's Paul to sing you a good song. I may be a little bit tired tonight, but I'll be alright tomorrow. I'll be alright tomorrow. I'll be alright tomorrow. I may be a little bit tired tonight, but I'll be alright tomorrow. 'Cause my baby's coming home. Well, ever since you left me, things ain't been right. I've been out drinking every night. I may be a little bit tired tonight, but I'll be alright tomorrow. Be alright tomorrow, be alright tomorrow. I may be a little bit tired tonight, but I'll be alright tomorrow. 'Cause my baby's coming home.
Sick him, boy.
Little man. Well, I got a letter yesterday. She's coming home to stay. said you'd never leave my arms again. I may be a little bit tired tonight, but I'll be alright tomorrow. Be alright tomorrow. Be alright tomorrow. I may be a little bit tired tonight, but I'll be alright tomorrow. 'Cause my baby's coming home. 'Cause my baby's coming home.
All right. I love this song right here. Hope you like the way we do it. Who sings this one, boy?
You got it, Pop.
Internet. Music City light keeps shining down on me as I walk the streets of Nashville, Tennessee. Since my baby's gone, I'm lonesome as can be. Music City lights shine down on me. I thought I had a happy home way back in Ohio. Thought my woman really cared for me. She lured me into giving up the things that I love so. I moved her down to Nashville, Tennessee. Then those Music City lights began to shine on her. Change her from the girl I used to know. The one who said I love you and want first place in your life. I'll be yours wherever you may go. Music City lights keep shining down on me as I walk the streets of Nashville, Tennessee. Since my baby's gone, I'm lonesome as can be. Music City lights shine down on me. Oh, put something in there I ain't never heard, boys. Now every time the sun goes down in Nashville, Tennessee, and those city lights begin to shine, you'll find me walking all alone from 3rd down on Broadway, trying my best to get her from my mind. Music City lights keep shining down on me as I walk the streets of Nashville, Tennessee. Since my baby's gone, I'm lonesome as can be. Music City lights shine down on me. Music City lights shine down on me. Hey! Oh, mercy! What a place here, boys, for a bluegrass show. Yeah. Boy, it's cool under here. All kinds of insulation. Look at all that chicken manure up there. Woo! I'm happy to be here today. What a wonderful looking audience. Mercy. There's the Martin family. I tell you what, we had them at our festival. You talking about some wonderful entertainers. The Martins. Fine looking girls he's got there. I wish you boys could have looked as good as them girls. I see that little girl right there with the glasses on, and honey, you sure making me miss hot lips today. Would you just stand up? I want to get you on the camera. Get out here in the middle, honey, and turn all the way around. Look at that camera back there, because you're going to be on the camera.
DVD, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, look at the back of that hair. That's what I wanted to see right there. Sure makes me miss hot lips, boys. She's got hair, honey, looks just like yours. The same length.
Huh?
Under both arms. Oh, mercy. We've been down in the state of Missouri, if you've ever heard of that foreign country. We drove up here last night, drove all night trying to get here. Boy, they got some smart aleck jerks in this state of Illinois. I want you to know.
Hey, watch it, buddy. What do you mean by that?
They start at 7 years old. It was this morning about 6 o'clock. The boys were sound asleep. I walked in Walmart, and there's one little boy in the whole store.
Little jerk?
Oh, he was a jerk. About 7 years old. In the corner, all by himself, his mouth was completely full of chocolate candy. I mean, he was sitting there like this. I don't know what he was doing up so early. I walked over to him. I said, "Hey, boy, did you know that chocolate candy? It's not good for you." In a few minutes, he swallowed. He said, "I don't know about that." He said, "I just had a grandpa that died at 103 years of age." I said, "Did he eat chocolate candy like that?" He said, "No, but he did mind his own business." Let's go. Try one called Whoa Mule. Whoa. Yep. All right, we're going to do this for all the kids. Whoa, Mule, whoa. Get up, Mule. Get up, boy. Honey, you know what a mule looks like? There's one standing right in front of you. Whoa, Mule. Whoa, buddy.
Lonely mule. Out in the field.
Buddy, you know, a few years ago, the boy's mother was living then, and we was coming all the way up to Chicago, Illinois. Now, I don't know if you men will know what I'm talking about, but I must have said something to upset her. She wouldn't say a word for about 4 hours. I mean, we was just traveling along. That was our first bus. I loved that bus. Very economical. It was a Volkswagen. We got up here by Pontiac. For 4 hours, she hadn't said a word. We was just about to the Bluegrass Festival. I said, I got to get that woman of mine to talking. We passed by an open field, and there's one lonely mule standing by himself. I looked out toward that mule, looked over at her. I said, that's some of your people right there, ain't it? She looked back at me and said, by marriage. Now I know there's farmers in this part of America dedicated to you, who buy my wheat, who buy my corn, to feed my babies when they're born. Seeds and dirt, a prayer for rain that I might use. I work the land, I watch the sky, talk to God and wonder why. But it's the only life I know, the farmer's blues. I see the seasons come and go, sending rain, fire and snow. I'm at the mercy of it all, this life I choose. Sometimes I hang my head and cry when that evening train goes by. Wish it could take me far away, the farmer's blues. Play ball! Yeah! The tractor's old, the fence is down. Put on my suit and go to town. Ask for a loan when I know they will refuse. The one I love is back at home, a worried look and all alone, but waits for me to love away the farmer's blues. I see the seasons come and go, sending rain, fire and snow. I'm at the mercy of it all, this life I choose. Sometimes I hang my head and cry when that evening train goes by. Wish it could take me far away, the farmer's blues. Yodeling, ho-dee-da-do, ho-dee-da-do, ho-dee-da-day. Wish it could take me far away, these farmers' blues.
Thank you. Woo.
Thank you.
Mr. Soundman,
Oh,
bring my
Pop.
microphone up, please. My vocal.
Dad, you did a good job on that
Mains.
song right there.
Mains.
One of the best, buddy. One of the best.
We'd like to introduce him. This is our daddy. How about a nice hand for Pop on the mandolin?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, girls and men.
You know, it's been 7 or 8 years. Finally, the Goldwing Express is back over here in Pontiac,
Yeah,
Illinois.
buddy. I love this place. I tell you,
You know, Dad, you're a lot older today.
I know it, buddy. I tell you what, I was in the shoe store the other day in Branson trying to find me a pair of alligator shoes. And an old boy walked up and he complimented me on the ones that I had on. I looked down and I was barefooted.
Pop, I'm going to take him back and do an old traditional Dobro standby.
Why don't you go to the old Grand Ole Opry? Now, that's the way I was raised. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I like this. Woo! Easy on the Dobro, son. I heard your
you'll turn on the television, on the RFD television, old Porter Wagner, he'd have his own show on there. And this is, of course, a rerun. But old Porter Wagner, he'd walk out on stage and he'd invite his old buddy, Roy Acuff.
He was good.
Roy Acuff, he'd come out there on the stage and he'd turn around to his sidekick and he'd say, "Hey, bashful brother Oswald, how about making that dobro cry, son?" Oh, Oswald, he'd get way up on the neck. He'd start making that dobro cry. He'd say, "Boys, here tonight on the Grand Ole Opry, we're gonna make it cry."
The dobro. Oh, you made her cry, son.
Well, that's my first dobro string I ever broke. I just broke a dobro string.
Yay!
So let me hit my banjo. I guess I'll have to go back to the banjo.
It didn't look like a dobro string. It looked like a G string.
Hey, Paul, while we got Shawn right there, let's have him to fire up a gospel song. Y'all like gospel music in Illinois?
Oh, buddy, they go to church up here. This is part of the Bible Belt up here. Hello, Steve. How you doing, buddy?
That's a hard-working sound man right there. Give Steve a nice hand.
Boy, living in Branson, Missouri, you know. Whew, I guess about everybody goes to church down there. Hot lips. I married a woman out of Maryland since I lost the boy's mother. Boy, you talking about a mean woman now. Woo.
You guys had some words earlier.
Oh, yeah, I never got a chance to use mine. I was sleeping on the floor the other night. Floor? Yeah, I was sleeping on the floor. 6 o'clock. A couple mornings ago, I heard the doorbell ring. There's a knock on the door. She said, "Get up off the floor and go see who's there." I stumbled to the front door, and there was 3 young men standing there. Every one of them had a Bible in their hand.
Was they wearing black pants?
White shirt, necktie, shiny shoes. I said, "Who in the world are you guys? Where'd you come from? What do you want? You got me up off of the floor." They said, "Well, we're from around the corner. We go to the Jehovah's Witnesses." Good people. I said, "Come on in here and sit down at the kitchen table. Let me go wash my eyes and wash my hands." I fixed them a fresh pot of coffee.
How about something to eat?
Gave them a 3-day-old donut apiece. That's all I had, buddy. I said, "What do you boys want to talk about now?" And they looked at each other, and then they looked at me and said, "We don't know. We never got this far before." Hey!
Moses said to Pharaoh, "God has spoken to me. You must heed the warning, set my people free." Pharaoh then told Moses, "If what you say is true, tell your God to show his face and peace he'll
Plaques cast on Pharaoh.
He sent one by one.
Plaques cast on Pharaoh.
The last one took his son. Pharaoh then told Moses, "I'll set your people free. Tell your God Almighty to lift these plagues from me." Moses told his people, "It's time to leave this land. Get your wives and children and journey across the sand."
In Plaques cast on Pharaoh.
He'd see it one by one.
10 plagues cast on Pharaoh.
The last one took his son. Well, when he reached the water, son cried in disbelief. Moses told him to hurry, God would part the sea. Pharaoh's men to follow, ready to cut him down. By the hand of God, the walls gave way, Pharaoh's army drowned.
10 plagues cast on Pharaoh.
He'd see it one by one.
10 plagues cast on Pharaoh.
The last one took his son.
10 plagues cast on Pharaoh.
He'd see it one by one.
10 plagues cast on Pharaoh.
The last one took his son. Hey, I hope y'all enjoy this song right here. This is a good tune. It's got a great message in it. Listen to the words.
There's a long black train coming down the line, feeding off the souls that are lost and cry. Rails of sin, only evil remains. Watch out, brother, for that long black train. Look to the heavens, you can look to the sky. You can find redemption staring back into your eyes. There is protection and there's peace the same. Burn in your ticket for that long black train. 'Cause there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father and His holy name. Don't go riding on that long black train. There's an engineer on that long black train, making you wonder if the ride is worth the pain. He's just waiting on your heart to say, let me ride on that long black train. But you know there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father and His holy name. Don't go riding on that long black train. It sounds so good, but I must stay away. That train is a beauty, making everybody stare. But its only destination is the middle of nowhere. But you know there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father and His holy name. Don't go riding on that long black train. I said cling to the Father and His holy name. Don't go riding on that long black train. Yeah, watch out, brother, for that long black train. That devil's a driving that long black.
Shawn, do a world record.
How about him, huh? Shawn right there.
Yes, sir.
I'd have went a little longer, but I had a bowl of that chili and crackers before the show.
All right. We want to. That song right there went out to Olivia, who is 6 years old. That was for the Long Black Train. And we got a group here. Let's see. This next song is for Diane and Tammy, and we're going to do this on the first set. And this song is a different one, but Shawn, he sings it and he does a real good job on it. It's kind of more on the countryside.
Yeah, man, shit.
Oh.
This goes to not only Miss Tammy, but it goes out to every lady here in the house today.
And
y'all hear them wooing, don't
is that you guys back there in the back? That's you troublemakers right back there. And that Long Black Train was also dedicated to a man that's here. That guy is fixing to be 90 years old. Stand up. Stand up. We want everybody to see you. Get him on that camera there,
Young
Linda.
whippersnapper.
Way to your left.
Yeah, he's a young whippersnapper. Get him on the candid camera.
Fixing to be 90 years old. That was for the Long Black Train right there. That song was dedicated to you, sir. And I hope you enjoyed that.
I want you to know that's the smart aleck jerk. Yeah.
He looked familiar.
Let's see. Where's he from?
Ask him.
Where are you from?
Illinois.
Are you from Illinois?
That's the
Yep.
guy.
I knew it was you. I've been looking at you, buddy.
What are you calling
They
him a jerk
start
for?
young here and they go to his age.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
This morning, man, I stopped at Walmart. Nobody could give me the directions to here.
Well, it'd been 8 years since we were here.
Oh, it's been a long time. I said to myself, now them boys are asleep. I'm going to stop up there at the Flying J, and I'm going to find out how to get to Pontiac.
What time did this
What are you calling him a jerk
6
for?
o'clock. Why did I call him a jerk?
Yeah.
I went inside, and there was one man sitting in there eating breakfast. It was him.
What?
I walked up to him. I said, hey, old timer, can you tell me the fastest way to Pontiac? He looked up at me and he said, well, are you walking or driving? I said, I'm driving. He said, that's the fastest way. I remember that man.
Shawn, dedicate this song to all the pretty ladies that are represented here today, here in Illinois.
Well,
Hope y'all like it.
I don't know how many have heard me do this or not, but I met this man. He's probably I'm going to say one of the best in the business at singing love songs. And I met him backstage at Mickey Gillies Theater the year 1993. Backstage, shook his hand, and he said, Shawn, if you're going to do love songs, you got to make sure in this career that it's nothing but love songs. And I said, why? He said, I'll show you why. And he said, watch what happens when I walk out on the stage and I hit the first note with my voice. He did that. Every woman in the crowd started screaming. I said, he's the man. Someday that's going to happen to me. Today's that day, ladies, here and now. By the way, that man's name was the one and only Mr. Conway Twitty.
He was good.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, buddy. He was real good. So, Dad, if I get these women to scream for me, like they did for old Conway Twitty back in the day. At the end of the song, I want you to say, son, you the man.
Not a problem. I don't believe you can move these Illinois women.
Don't let the legacy of Conway Twitty die off, girls. I'm going to try to do it like Conway Twitty did the night that I seen him. Conway Twitty, he walked out on stage and he got up to his microphone. And when he did, he looked back at his band.
Hey, that's us. That's us. That's us.
Anyways, he said, hit it, boys. There's a lot of ways of saying what I want to say to you. There's songs and poems and promises and dreams. Boys, did y'all hear that? I hope it was all women screaming.
Yeah, this is the Illinois mountain, not Brokeback Mountain. Hey, they're throwing money up here.
Hey, I liked it so much, I'm starting it all over one more time. Matter of fact, Conway Twitty got out to his microphone, and when he did, he looked back at his band.
That's us.
And he said, hit it, boys. One more time, girls. There's a lot of ways of saying what I want to say to you. There's songs and poems and promises and dreams that might come true. But I won't talk of starry skies, the moonlight on the ground. I'll come right out and tell you I just love to lay you down. Lay you down and softly whisper pretty love words in your ear. Lay you down and tell you all the things a woman loves to hear. I'll let you know how much it means just having you around. Oh, darling, how I'd love to lay you down. There's so many ways your sweet love's made this house into a home. You've got a way of doing little things that turn me on. Like standing in the kitchen in your faded cotton gown, with your hair all up in curlers, I still love to lay you down. Play it, boys. Oh, give my band a hand, folks. Let them hear you now. Oh, come on. I said, let them hear you.